How do these 45s stay in shape? They take spin classes. We're going to start off with the T's, and we start off with a bin that was from New York, and it was called the Third Bardot, or Bardot, the Third Bardot. And this is another one of those Sundays. Oops, sorry, food on me. Sundays reissues. They did have several 45s, and we're going to play a little bit of this. Again, it's on beautiful colored vinyl. And Nice Sundays, they took the label, in this case Epic, and they copied it, but made it slightly different Sunday. So these were wonderful reissues. If you get any of these, you'll be happy with them. I'm going to play a little of this. It's called I'm 5 Years Ahead of My Time. It's kind of a punk little psyche. And I highly recommend these Sundays. For one thing, they're in mint condition. A lot of 45s you get are pretty beat up. And that's an advantage. But everybody wants the original if you can get it. Here we go. Got Twilight Zone. Somewhere new dimension. I'm leaving on so far. Don't waste any time, girl. And it's snarly punk psych. And the other tracks are equally good, so give it a try. I think you'd be happy with it. Third Bardot. Bardot. While we're on the thirds, let's do the third booth. I Need Love. And this is from Canton, Illinois, the group, the third booth. And this came out in 1968. I Need Love. Who doesn't need love? Girl, I'm gonna make you all I know. Girl, I want you in my arms the rest of the time now. Girl, don't you know there's one thing that I need? The third booth, I Need Love. Good stuff. Sounds a little familiar. A little like Gloria. This next one is Thorn Shield. Thorn Shield was from Los Angeles, but they sound like they're from Detroit. This came out in 1967. The Thorn Shield album is an excellent album. I highly recommend it. Hard psyche rock. This is pretty good too. Life is a Dream. Now we get in a band everybody's heard about, and it's a British band. They came from Andover, Hampshire, in the UK, and they were recorded on two different labels. Apparently, both labels got the recording rights, and there are albums that came out both on Atco and on Fontana in the States. course, the big hit by the Trogs was Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Followed by From Home, which is kind of a rave up. But they were also on Atco. Gonna make you mine. With I Can't Control Myself. Well, guys, you better learn to control yourselves. So these are very fun collectibles. And I have a number of Fontanas. With a girl like you. Great, kind of a folky, rocky. I want you. Then we get into some later stuff. I Can't Control Myself with Gonna Make You again, which was on the Atco. Night of the Long Grass with Girl in Black. The Trogs were kind of punky, kind of a little psychedelic. Of course, on the second album, they became a lot more psychedelic. Love Is All Around was a minor hit. I see it everywhere. Love is all around. So they get kind of more folky, less punk. When Will the Rain Come? There's Something About You with You Can Cry If You Want to. I believe all these tracks were on the two albums. And several more Trogs. A lot of Trogs. Surprise, Surprise, Cousin Jane, Say Darling, Hip Hip Hooray. So there you go. A lot of Trogs. Now here's an interesting unknown you may not have heard before. It's called The Trojans of Evil. Evil is spelled with an O. The Trojans of Evil on TOE. This group was from Gary, Indiana, of all places. Just like Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. But these guys are a little bit different. This Through the Night came out in 1967. It's got a nice fuzz break in the middle, so I'll kind of skip to the middle here. The Trojans of Evil. This looks like it must have been self-produced because the label is TOE, which of course stands for Trojans of Evil. So, there's nothing else written on here. So yeah, this is a self-produced single. The Trojans of Evil. Back with Why Girl? I'm sure that's more punk. Interesting stuff. Nice psyche break. 1966. Now we get into an interesting band. It's called The Trolls, but they became The Troll, who came out with an album of psychedelic music, The Troll, in 1968. This one is from 1966. It's in Chicago, and we're going to play a little bit of The Trolls. Now, if you look online, you see there were a number of bands called The Trolls. So apparently they had to change their name to The Troll to differentiate from the other Trolls. There's a lot of trolls out there. The troll came out with an album called Animated Music, which is pretty good. Here's the early trolls. Walking up and down the street, asking every girl I meet, are you the one? Sailing on the Northern, waiting for a rainy day, are you the one? I love that moody pop. The trolls who became the troll. Some of the trolls departed? No. No, there were several bands. The B side is Every Day, which is punk, like the Shadows of Night. I don't need to play that, but interesting little 45. Now we get into a band which was from Millbrae, California, 1965. The Vegetables. You see these on a lot of comps because it's kind of early folk rock, punky, psyche stuff. I'm going to play a little bit of this Mansion of Tears by the Vegetables. It sounds like one of those poor little girl marries a rich guy and is unhappy living in a big mansion. I gaze out from my window in the house upon the hill that I took to live with someone I don't love and never will. I give up the love I might have known for lonely wasted years, living in a mansion filled with tears. The Vegetables, which are on a lot of comps, part of that Bay Area psychedelic scene. Now we come up with an oddity here. And this is something that I couldn't see listed. Finally, it was listed. Mike Vetro and the Cellar Dwellers. And it's an EP of all things. Mike Vetro and the Cellar Dwellers, they were from Florida, of all places. Miami, Florida. This is 1966 punk. Now, this particular copy is autographed on the back by Mike Vetro. I like this cover because you got the go-go girls, and you got the cool guys, and the girls dancing in the background, Mike in the middle. It's on Art Records and is an EP. It's not psych, but it's good punk. 4-star punk on slow. Nice organ, guitar punks it up. Just a fun little thing. An EP, which nobody was buying EPs at the time. Well, that's it for the teas. I'll cover the rest of them another day. I hope you like this, and I'll see you again.